Petra.com wishlist functions, math equals pain, iPhone sales are being banned in Mexico, a computer mouse that's also a scanner, and a New York startup starts a fire in a public park. Sort of. I'm Monica Helms with Petra Industries, here to bring you 5 of the week's hottest news stories, all right here on Petra Channels. We understand that your customers aren't the only ones who make wish lists. A lot of you make lists of your own. Did you know that you can actually create wish lists within your Petra.com dashboard? Just go to your account dashboard, then click My Wish List from the menu bar on the left side of the screen. You can even add items from the product information screen of an item you're currently looking at. Just click Add to Wish List next to the Add to Cart button. It's a great way to keep track of items you're interested in, but might prefer to purchase at a later date. Change your mind and need to remove an item? Click Remove Item next to the product on the right side of the screen. Voila! If you had to choose between an algebra equation and getting slapped, which would you pick? According to your University of Chicago study, it might not make much difference. And if you're tempted to choose the slap over having to solve for x, believe me, I understand. Apparently, we mathophobes experience a brain response similar to the response when someone actually inflicts physical harm on a person. To be more specific, it's not the actual working of the math problem that hurts. It's the anticipation, or the fear of the math. The pain can be traced to the posterior insula, deep inside the brain, just above the ear. This is where your brain begins to register the threat of pain. Using brain scans, the study concluded that the mere thought of having to solve a math problem causes a quasi-physical pain. Part of the results of the study suggested that writing about your math anxiety before you find yourself staring down your next math test could actually help you to perform better. Unless maybe you're trying to write a haiku, in which case it might get worse. If nothing else, I'm just happy for the vindication, and to finally have another excuse to avoid math besides telling people that I have a liberal arts degree. Here's a random one. Last week, Apple lost the right to sell iPhone-branded products in Mexico. Mexico. You guys know what kind of stuff you can buy in Mexico, right? But apparently not iPhones anymore. The company filed an injunction in 2009 requesting that a Mexican company with the registered name iPhone, iPhone, cease using their brand in order to avoid confusion among customers. The snag was the Mexican company had registered its brand in 2003, 4 years before Apple's registration for their own iPhone brand name in the country. The Mexican court used the earlier trade name registration as the basis for denying Apple's request, and the company followed by countersuing Apple for damages. If they win, they could have rights up to 40% of Apple's iPhone sales revenue in the country. This also means that the iPhone 5 may wind up being slapped with a sales ban in Mexico before it even goes on sale. You can buy prescription drugs over the counter in Mexico, but not an iPhone. Multi-channel specialty retailer and product developer Brookstone has announced the new Scanner Mouse, a computer mouse that features a built-in scanner meant to save space and provide flexibility within the scanned files. It's not the combination scanner/sunglasses I've been waiting for, but I guess for now it'll have to do. Said the company's VP of Merchandising and Product Development, our scanner mouse makes it easier than ever to scan photos, artwork, and receipts by gliding it over almost any document. Images can be saved in most common formats such as JPEG, TIFF, PDF, and so on, which can then be uploaded directly to Facebook, Twitter, Flickr, or email. This product sounds absolutely ridiculous to me, to be honest, but LG's optical character recognition technology can automatically convert scanned text to editable Word or Excel files, which is actually pretty cool. Because of this functionality, it's not limited by frame size and can scan documents and images up to 16.5 by 11.7 in high resolution. When it's not busy fighting crime and, being a scanner, the mouse can be used as an everyday point-and-click computer mouse with laser sensors, track wheel, smooth motions, and comfortable grip. All in all, pretty neat. One of the many issues we've heard talked about in the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy has been that due to widespread power outages, people have been unable to charge their phones. This has left New Yorkers unable to contact friends and family members to give status updates on how they've been doing since the storm, which is why one New York startup company came up with a unique publicity stunt. Light a fire. I guess I should explain that better. The company is called BioLite, and their product is a $130 camp stove that doubles as a power source. You light a fire inside a metal fuel chamber, where a thermoelectric generator converts the heat into electricity to run a fan. The fan then blows air into the fire to oxygenate it and create a clean burn. This generator also happens to have a USB port for charging phones and other electronics. The company set up tables in Washington Square Park in Lower Manhattan and offered hot drinks to people as they gathered around to charge their phones. Things were going well, until the police took notice. Apparently, seeing a table on fire in the middle of a park is a little bothersome. Considering the circumstances, I can understand that. And so did the company. Still, it was a cool idea, both for the company and for the benefit to those who got to use it. That's all for this week's 5 and 5. Check back next week for more hot industry news.